Yeah. What this? Why? Yeah. So what are the terraform commands we are applying till now?
Terraform init.
Init. So init is for initializing and communicating, installing plugins. So installing plugins, AWS something like we are using 4 point something like 42, right? So we are using we are downloading the plugins and communicating with from Terraform to AWS, and right. So this is for Terraform init. So Terraform plan. So plan is for only yeah. So it's a dry run, something like Terraform apply. Yeah. Terraform. Yeah. For example, so for example, launched 2 EC2 instances. Okay, guys, excuse me. 2 EC2 instances, right? Two EC2 instances. So after something like this is our stack, right? After validating, after installing the application, something like so they said like that something like there is so they said like that so it is enough it is enough for one EC2 instance. It is enough, so we can sustain with the one EC2 instances. So I want to destroy only one EC2 instances. So something like if you do a terraform destroy, if you do a terraform destroy, so it will so everything will destroy, right? So everything EC2 destroy, EC2, so RDS, something like EBS, something like S3 bucket, everything will destroy. So in the stack we have a so EC2 two EC2 instances, one RDS instances, something like one something like S3 bucket, one EBS volumes. So if you apply a terraform destroy, if you run a terraform destroy, it will automatically entire your infra your stack will be destroying. So I don't want to destroy everything. I want to destroy a specific one. For example, S3, for example, EC2, for example, EBS. How we can do it? So I don't want to disturb the a stack at a total stack. Guys, understood?
Yeah, I think you can specify the resource ID on the command, right? Or
so there is an option called something like -target. Target. So -target equal to something like so you can give the S3 bucket name. So whatever the something like whatever the resource name. What is the resource name? AWS underscore instance, right?
Yeah.
Instance dot. So my first EC2.
Instance.
So this is the so your resource and the name of the resource, resource. So you can use the target. So it will destroy only your first EC2 instance. Something like a S3 bucket. You can give a target. So whatever the target you give, it will destroy only the target. Guys, understood? Visa?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. I think I already discussed this.
I have one question. So you said that terraform -target destroy, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
resource name.
Yeah.
So that -target is like -space target or -target? Is there a space between hyphen and target?
Sorry.
When you mentioned that if you want to delete one resource, we have to use terraform -target destroy.
Mhm.
So that's hyphen and space target or hyphen space? Is there a space between hyphen and target?
I think there is no.
Oh, also, I
Hyphen.
have this question on terraform init. How often do we need to run it? I mean, whenever we change the code, do we need to run
No.
init? Or?
You need to run whenever we modify the code. So don't want. So something like while initially something like so you starting day something like you are working on that a stack. So first of all you can run that terraform init, then you can. So that the only one time it will be, and it will be enough to run that terraform init.
So
So
you in your work, in your daily work, right? You deploy this staging environment.
yes.
So in that code, do you have terraform init or you just go with the terraform apply?
No. So I'm using the AWX. So AWX is nothing but an Ansible controller. Ansible controller. So Ansible controller is like nothing but a something like it's a GU. So GUI. So we can schedule it. We can schedule it. It automatically runs.
Okay.
Okay, I will show you one day. So important learning. Each provider has resources divided into multiple categories. Each provider has resources. Each provider has resources divided into multiple categories. I already showed you, right? So in the documentation left side, I show you something like EC2, S3, whatever it may be you want to. So each provider has a resources. So AWS underscore instance is a resource divided into multiple resources. Resources require certain set of arguments based on the use case. So what is the resource? AWS underscore instance is the resource. So what are the arguments we need to require? Something like AMI, instance type, right? So S3 bucket, S3 underscore bucket. So this is the, so resources require certain set of arguments based on the use case. Okay. So providers and resources. So Terraform supports multiple providers. Terraform supports multiple providers. So depending on the what type of infrastructure we want to launch, so we have to use appropriate providers accordingly. You guys so launched the instance a VM in the Azure. Did you guys try it? Mirza, Steve, you guys tried? Mirza, did you try to launch an instance on Azure? Hello?
Yes, I try, but I use also the LXC provider. I try on my local network. It's working.
Guys, you can try any one of them, either Azure or a Oracle cloud infrastructure or a Google Cloud. So upon adding a provider, it's important to run Terraform init, which in turn will be downloading plugins associated with the providers. I already told you, right? So we can download the plugin